Hello, students. Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, whenever or wherever you're tuning in from. Okay, first I want to say, yes, you guys are students, but you are first and foremost sons and daughters of the King, okay? Just wanted to get that out of the way. First off, congratulations for making it through our admissions process. After taking a deep dive into your personal life and finding out who you really are, you are vetted by the most professional screeners that education has ever known. And yes, now that you've gone through the proper interviewing to see if We Shall Worship was best for you and if you were best for We Shall Worship, welcome to the family. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the steps to get you prepared and get you set up for success for your first class, and so that you will have minimal problems throughout your entire learning experience. But again, before we get into the nitty-gritty, I just want to congratulate you for making it through our admissions process and becoming a student at We Shall Worship University. Before we do anything else, I want to give you all of the different ways that you can contact us if you have any trouble with any of the materials or getting into classes or attending sessions. Any questions you have, this is the phone number and the email that you can reach out to get the assistance that you need. And you'll notice that on that slide, the teacher's field for their phone number was blank for a reason. Our students already have their instructor's phone number from when they reached out to congratulate you personally. And more information for you to get to know your instructor, their expectations for the class, what their vision is for all of their students, what they want you guys to achieve. You're gonna get to hear their testimony, how they came to Christ, and what their experience has been in the worship world serving their fellow brothers and sisters. If you didn't already receive that video, you can reach out to your instructor and request it, and they'll send it right over to you. The next step is more so something that we'll be processing internally. We're going to be taking all the information that we gathered from your application and from the one-on-one interview and entering it into our database. One of the things that we'll probably be reaching out to clarify is what you want your official first day of classes to be. On the date that you chose, you'll be receiving a payment link from our billing processor where you can manually and securely enter in the payment details for your tuition. Once you set up and complete that first payment, the automatic billing will kick in and you won't have to do it again from that point on. You may remember, if you watched our admissions process video, that we want you to have the right gear that will set you up for success. So if you need help with any of the gear that you're using to start classes, whether that be an acoustic guitar, electric guitar, or a drum kit, or if you need help finding any of those instruments at an affordable price, then we're gonna help you with that and get you the instrument or the maintenance that you need so that you're ready to go by day one. Number two is we want to make sure that you have a computer or phone that is compatible with Google Classroom, with Google Meets, and any of the other programs that we're going to be using, so that you don't have any Wi-Fi dropouts when you're trying to learn. Now, Google Meets is a very simple program that doesn't really require much. Whether you have a modern smartphone or a laptop, you should be good to go with either one. Now, this last one is a little bit tricky because there's only so much that can be done about it. But every one of our students is going to want a decent internet connection, either using a router in the home or a wireless data plan. All of our classes are recorded, so if any review needs to be done later on, you'll be able to review it using a link in the Google Classroom. Okay, and the final steps. Every student is going to get 2 invites to their email, or if it's a parent, an email for each program. The first one will be from Google Calendar, which will contain the day, the time, and the frequency of the lessons, and will also contain the Google Meets link that can be clicked every single week to jump right into class. If you already use Google Calendar, you'll actually be able to add this meeting to that calendar so that it shows up automatically, or you can go ahead and save the invitation in your notes on iCloud or Google Docs, and you can click on the link each week to enter in. The second invite you receive will be to join our Google Classroom. Google Classroom also has a button at the top of the page that you can click every single week to join the meeting, and it will also be where we post our homework, each session, and the recording for each session if it needs to be reviewed later on. There will also be a feed there so any of our students can communicate with each other, ask questions, or just share their excitement about what they're learning or progressing in. Behave in the classroom feed, because your permissions will get taken away if you're spamming or saying anything inappropriate. And as you get your feet wet and get comfortable in your first few weeks of learning, your instructor will reach out just to see how things are going, to see if you have all your programs, all your materials, and to see if you need help with anything that may be hindering your ability to succeed in the class. After that, you are completely responsible for your own success in this class and taking advantage of every tool that we've given you to succeed. We have the Google Classroom feed, we have our weekly classes, we have recordings of those weekly classes, we have homework from the weekly classes to make sure that you are progressing in a way that you will accomplish your goals. Proverbs 15:5 says, "A fool despises his father's instruction, but whoever heeds reproof is prudent." Myself and your instructor want you to succeed in this class, but you need to have the maturity and the accountability and the responsibility to follow the plan that we have set in place so that you can be singing songs to God in just a matter of months. We are here to answer text messages, voice messages, videos of anything you want us to take a look at to help you tweak things here and there. So take advantage of it all. And just let me encourage you with this final word. If you are active in the classroom feed, fellowshipping with the other students, if you attend every weekly class, if you review the recordings of the classes, and if you're meeting your homework requirements each week, everything that you do privately will be revealed publicly, and you will be leading congregations in worship and fulfilling the calling that God has placed on your life. Your instructor is there to help you get there. I believe in you. I know you can do it. Our instructors know you can do it, and God called you to it, so he knows that you can do it too. So let's not just get you equipped to serve the body. Let's deepen your relationship with Jesus so you can worship the one who died for you. And I pray right now in Jesus' name that people will be healed, delivered, and come to know Jesus as Lord for themselves because of the way that you led them into the presence of God. I love my brothers and sisters in the Lord, and let's get to work.